2 years later. The doorbell's shrill chime sliced through the silence of my empty house, a sound so foreign it jolted me upright, my coffee mug nearly slipping from my hands. 2 years after the divorce, I'd grown used to quiet evenings, the hum of the fridge my only company. But now, at 9 p.m., blue and red lights pulsed through the blinds, painting the living room in jagged streaks. My stomach twisted. Police. Here. I hadn't done anything. Had I? I opened the door to 2 officers, their faces carved from stone, badges glinting under the porch light. "Mr. Daniel Harper?" the taller one asked. His voice clipped, eyes scanning me like I was a suspect. I nodded, throat dry. "We need to ask you some questions about your ex-wife, Laura Harper." My heart stuttered. Laura. The name alone was a blade, reopening scars I'd spent 2 years stitching closed. Inside, the officers sat stiffly on my couch, their boots scuffing the hardwood. The shorter one, Officer Reyes, pulled out a notepad. "When was the last time you saw her?" she asked. Her tone was neutral, but her eyes held a weight I couldn't place. 2 years ago, I said, voice steady despite the tremor in my chest. "The day we signed the divorce papers." I didn't mention the screaming match in the lawyer's office, or how Laura's eyes had been cold, defiant, even as she admitted to the affair. She'd been sleeping with her co-worker, Mark, for months. I'd found the texts, flirty, explicit, a knife to my gut. I'd loved her so fiercely, built a life around her, and she'd tossed it away for stolen moments in hotel rooms. Reyes scribbled something. And no contact since. No calls, texts, nothing. I shook my head. "Mr. Harper, Laura was reported missing 3 days ago. Her sister found her apartment empty, no sign of a struggle, but her phone was left behind, smashed. Missing." The word landed like a punch. My mind raced, conjuring Laura's face, her sharp cheekbones, the way her laugh could fill a room, the way it had stopped reaching her eyes long before I caught her cheating. "I don't know anything about that," I said, but doubt crept in, slimy and cold. Had she been in trouble? Was this Mark's doing? Or was it me they suspected? The taller officer, Grayson, leaned forward. "We found something in her apartment. A letter addressed to you. It was dated a week ago." He slid a photocopy across the coffee table. My hands shook as I unfolded it. Laura's handwriting, once so familiar, stared back at me. "Daniel, I know you hate me and I don't blame you. But I need to tell you the truth. It wasn't just Mark. There were others. I was drowning and I didn't know how to stop. Sorry. I'm so sorry. If you're reading this, something's gone wrong. Please find me." My breath caught. Others. The betrayal I thought I'd buried clawed its way back, raw and jagged. I'd spent months replaying every moment of our marriage, wondering what I'd missed, what I'd done wrong. The late nights she'd blamed on work, the way she'd pull away when I touched her, the perfume I didn't recognize on her clothes. I'd rationalized it all, desperate to believe she still loved me. Now, the truth was worse than I'd imagined. "Why didn't she send this?" asked voice hoarse. Reyes exchanged a glance with Grayson. "We don't know," she said. "But we found something else. A receipt for a burner phone purchased 2 weeks ago. We traced it. She called you last week, Mr. Harper. 3 times. My blood ran cold. I hadn't gotten any calls. My phone was always with me, always on." "That's impossible," I said, but my voice wavered. I grabbed my phone, scrolling through the call log. Nothing. No unknown numbers, no missed calls. But then I saw it. A notification buried in my blocked contacts. 3 voicemails from a number I didn't recognize, timestamped last Tuesday. I played the first one, the officers watching me like hawks. Laura's voice crackled through, panicked, breathless. "Daniel, please, I know you don't want to hear from me, but I'm in trouble. I think someone's following me." I didn't know who else to call. "Please." The second was quieter, her voice breaking. "I never stopped loving you. Swear. I messed up, but I need you now." The third was just sobs, then a muffled scream before the line went dead. My knees buckled. I sank into the chair, the room spinning. She'd reached out and I'd missed it. Blocked her like I'd blocked out the pain of her betrayal. Had I doomed her? Guilt and anger collided, a storm in my chest. I hated her for what she'd done, but the thought of her scared, alone, made my heart ache in a way I thought I'd forgotten. Grayson stood. "Mr. Harper, we need you to come to the station. There's more we need to discuss." His tone was harder now, accusing. I nodded, numb, as they led me outside. The night air was sharp, the squad car's lights blinding. As I ducked into the back seat, my phone buzzed. Text from an unknown number. "You should have answered her calls, Daniel. Now it's too late." My heart stopped. The officers didn't notice, but I clutched the phone, the words burning into me. Someone knew. Someone was watching. And Laura, my Laura, was gone.